Hello, and welcome to a Saturday edition of Robert versus the New York Times Crossword. Today we're going to do the Saturday, February 3rd, 2023 crosswords and go for a 1,436-day streak. Having some issues with the website, but I can still get to the crosswords. So here's your spoiler alert for the Saturday mini. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here, click on the link in the description below. The mini is always free to play. On Saturdays, it's extra large. It's a 7x7. So let's do it. Huge. Hoedown, Unions, this is Era's Tour, Pomeranian and Pekingese are toy dogs. This is Gorge, Meredith Vieira, right? This is Vapes, sent from my iPhone. This is Meows, ESPN, Hip Hop, put the lime in the coconut. That does sound familiar. Lapdogs, Palms and Peaks. It's a huge honor for Meredith Vieira to be on top of a lapdog there. Hoedown and lapdogs, kind of good vibes in this one, except for the vapes. Don't vape, kids. Anyway, now for the main event. That's the Saturday Daily Grid, which is by Carolyn, Davies, Lynch, and Chen today. Here's your spoiler alert. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here. Click on the link in the description below. Daily Grid does require a New York Times game subscription. Found yesterday to be pretty hard. And the constructor, Ryan Judge, was in the comments yesterday also. He's a math student, he says. So I don't know if you're watching now, but shout out to you, Ryan Judge. Nice debut yesterday. Hopefully Saturday this week is nicer to us than the Friday. Anyway, let's see what Carolyn, Davies, Lynch, and Chen have in store for us. Let's get into it. What's on the up and up question mark? Movie that's not expected to be a blockbuster. Pucker precipitators at a pub. Okay. Sour beers? Could be. Keep one's beginning goals modest. Start something. Arrive with great hype. Roots. Common Scandinavian man's name. And ball holder. Okay. A little smoke question mark. Maybe it's Sig. Angular movement question mark. The Emperor Tupac Amaru. Maybe he's Incan. Classic symbol of purity and grace. One's running the world. Girls who run the world. But is it just spelled normal? Sir Georg Solti, I think, is the maestro there. Greek word for knowledge. Philosophy means love of knowledge. Sophia then? Economy-based calculation. Evidence in a criminal case, maybe? Lunar blank. I want this to be, GDP or GNP or something. College assignment. Take an unplanned trip. Transmitter of audio programs. BBC Radio. Let's loose. Oh, maybe it's Nocia. I'm talking about the knowledge in Latin. Maybe that's... Oh, sorry, in the Greek rather. Same as before, that's Ibid. Cries of sheer terror. Baz. Okay. Aid in focusing. Economize, that could be skimp. Internal lie detector is BS meter. Compatriot. Develop feelings for take two. Test drives, trial runs. Okay. What it's not in a saying. Brain surgery. This is cubism. I guess this is unicorn. Maybe it's Nocia. Prince. Lunar module. MPG, I see. Like an economy car, I guess. Carolina Panthers. Off. This is less. Gnosis. Okay, that's better. Compatriot. Right. Vegetable that's baked, fried, or roasted. Could be okra. Blank steak. Ahi steak. Cannabis product sometimes found in granola. It's not hemp, is it? What it's not in saying. Rocket science. Okay, there's our mini theme there. Storm on the horizon, maybe. And certain clubhouse. Elks Lodge. Licenses are IDs, aren't they? It may leave you speechless, so I guess it's not this. Keep one's beginning goals modest, right? Start out. Third grade groups are C teams. Bring in reap. Start out small. Oh, maybe it's OKs. Okay, maybe it is Elks Lodge. Cannabis with a high level of THC. Wow, we got a lot of cannabis in this one. Issa Rae, awkward black girl. In an intimate way, in a way. Victor's Crow. I won. Fixture on a frozen lake. Ice something. Actors Damon Sr. or Damon Jr. Wayans, maybe? King Lear's middle daughter is Regan. Paisano, right? Nemo translates to no one. High layers of sorts. One way to wonder. Maybe it's idly. Korean model hitting the scene in 1999. Maybe it's a Kia of some kind. Cloud something. Kush, I think it is a Kia something. Gently apply as considered. Dab on. It may leave you speechless. Shyness. Okay. Feeds. Menu for many TV ruins. Many crosswords, question mark. It's a plan. Pass on a wing and a prayer. Hail Mary. Can be radiant or magnetic. Energy. Like zombies and some loves. Brain dead? They're not only human. Org that checks what you don't. I guess this is TSA. People of the Iroquois Confederacy. What is that? Seneca. Fiddle with his toy with. Nanosecond here. Cap, but not a hat. Limit. Maybe this is eyeliners. Carnally. Major street in New York City. That's Canal Street. Oneida. Was Wayans. And Undying. An ice hut. Interesting. What's on the up and up? Right. So these two corners. Many crosswords, question mark. They're not only human. Feeds. Okay. Arrive with great hype. What is this again? Whatevs. Huh, even that's hard. Maybe sour beers is wrong. Is there an S here? Aid in focusing. A lens. Okay. Come in hot. Let's lose freeze, maybe. Hans or something? Nils? Ascent. Maybe it is Nils. College assignment. A roomie. Okay, embeds. Tumble. An art film. Alright, so we just gotta figure out this. Storm on the horizon. Maybe dab on is wrong. How come I don't see this? And what are the Kia models? Rio? They're not only human. Then it's a plan. Maybe it's a diet. Oh, human beings. Okay. TBS, maybe? Tirade. Cloud. Bank. Stokes. All right. Wow, these corners are tough for me, both of them. Both the Northwest and the Southeast made this Saturday-ish. So I would say we got 2 Saturday puzzles this week. And this one is an interesting shape. I didn't even notice. You can't even see the bottom. Because it's extra tall or is it extra narrow? No, it's extra tall. Okay. That explains something about the time. I just noticed that these two middle rows are symmetric to one another. So we've got an extra row to accommodate brain surgery, which is an even number of letters. So you've got brain surgery crossing rocket science. Although I think you could easily replace this with, oh no, you can't, right? No, you could. You could easily replace this with neuro. Oh no, it doesn't make it better. Neurosurgery. I didn't even notice it was tall. Sorry you couldn't see the bottom there. As we know, we've got remarkably low production value on this channel. So this is kind of like the main point here, I think, but it's a bit weird that, you know, this one is just equally important to this, and it's not really related. Okay, anyway, lots of tough cluing in this one, I thought. I thought this was Saturday level cluing. What's on the up and up? Probably could have figured that out, but it's not immediately obvious anyway. So we start out with 2 question mark clues. Yeah, fuel economy there, really. That's kind of a tricky, at least I think of, you know, like homework assignments. That's a hard clue on tumble also. Note the British spelling in programs to make you think about the BBC. Kind of cute. Luckily knew Georg Solti. Ahi steaks. I think tuna is best raw. I think a lot of fish is best raw, actually. This is licenses as the verb rather than as the noun. We've got cigs, we've got kush, and we've got other cannabis products. So Kia Rio. You might dab on your eyeliner. Okay, there are other beings that are not human. That's a hard clue, though. I like the clue on TSA there. Things that you don't check. We just had nils 2 days ago as a plural of like the 0 score in soccer. And I said, it's also a name. Today we got it clued as a name, although not a specific one. Nice clue on cubism, that was hard. Module, that's a math thing. My PhD thesis was actually on a category of graded modules. But here we have a lunar module. And gnosis. I was thinking philosophy is the love of knowledge, but philosophy etymology? Greek to Latin. Oh, love of wisdom. Sophia's wisdom, of course, like the Hagia Sophia, right? And this gnosis is like, you know, Gnosticism or whatever. Or agnostic, for example. Still hard, though, to have random Greek words in there. BS meter. I like BS meter a lot. Paisano. I had C team in my Wall Street Journal crossword. I was really unhappy with having C team in there, actually. I think it's pretty ugly, Phil, frankly. Ice Hut. Let's see how well this Googles. Ice Hut to me feels like a wordless word. Like it's not really a... I don't think it's really good, Phil. But these things are, of course, subjective. The whole thing is a pretty nice puzzle, I'll say. And the extra large size makes it interesting. Also the subtle, let's call it quarter theme here. It's definitely a Saturday in my opinion. Let's see if the stats bear that out. Okay. XWstats.com, amongst the people who have refreshed or for which they fetched data. It's playing hard, apparently. I solved it 6.4% slower than my average Saturday time. So not that much slower, actually. But it's playing a bit hard, at least at this point. I would say we got 2 Saturday puzzles this week. Anyway, let's move on to some... I also had the wrong frame yesterday for Plusword. I'm kind of a mess. Anyway, let's move on to the Telegraph Plusword. Here's your spoiler alert. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here, click on the link in the description below. Plusword's free to play. British mini crossword meets word at the end. Costa del Sol. So that's Spain. Used a broom is swept. Animated movie company is Pixar. Extant is alive. Waits about. Idols. And this one too. Requires its needs. Okay, Oscar Wilde. Okay. Anvil. Anvil. There, we got all the letters there. Oscar Wilde is Irish? Scottish? Irish. Okay. So that's kind of British, although of course, you know, worldwide famous, at least amongst English speakers, I think. I like that X in Pixar. Not overly British, but there's something British there. Anyway, let's move on to the Telegraph Codewords, which is not free to play. There is, however, a link in the description below. There always is. Let's see what we can do here. This is definitely an E because of this U. Question is this an A or an I? Wow, look at this. What could this possibly be? This has to be assess. So this is probably exist. This is probably an R here, I'd say. Rosette, there's our O. Probably essence and union, which will allow us to find our Q, which must be here. Jonquil, I think. That's a classic Codewords word. This is surely duplicity and judge. Scrumpy. Scrumpy, huh? Mezzanine. This is probably blazer, but let's not put that in yet. This is refresh. Hay fork. Hover, and it was indeed blazer. Yeah, very fast Codewords. Tough because the E is so gettable today. And then this assess is also very gettable. We'll call assess the breakthrough there. Sub 1 minute. It's a quick Codewords stuff. Let's try the Codewords regular. See what we can do. All right. Try to find that E, which it looks like it's this. And this, wow. Gotta figure out what this word is that could be here. So I was thinking R, but I don't think so. I guess it's an A, right? Tea cake, probably. This state here. Where to next? Cracked, cradle, vertical. There's our I. Over arm or something? Just toaster there. This is our U, I think, and quill and baroque and abject and a scuba up there. It's probably wasteful at the top. Exhibit, laugh, utopia. I guess this is probably imp, trapeze, china, humility, inkwell. All right. Also a pretty quick Codewords regular. Again, the E was very gettable here. I don't know what the breakthrough really was. It's probably tea cake, I think, which is another classic Codewords thing. Anyway, let's finish up as we always do with the New York Times Connections puzzle, where we try to make 4 groups of 4 that share a common thread here. Let's look at this. Holy. Holy. I mean, this is a holiday. Holy, 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 holy. That actually seems right. Let's see. A recess, a holiday, a break, and a leave. Those are all time off. Okay. A strap, a buckle. Loop. I think we gotta go with these. The only connection here is that they all sound the same. They're all homonyms. Homophones, rather. And then recess, break, leave, and holiday, I think, are the only ones that can mean time off. And now we just have to figure out this. Okay. Sandalwood, Hollywood, driftwood, dogwood. And then these are like, I don't know, parts of a belt or something? Blank wood, yeah, that's pretty hard. Features of a belt, yeah. Okay, I guess so. Is a loop a feature of a belt? Oh, belt loops. There is that one loop. It's called a keeper or something, right? So there are holes in the belt. Is there a strap on the belt? There's definitely a buckle on the belt. The belt definitely has holes on it. You could just about... I mean, a belt is a loop, but that's not a feature of a belt. But is there a strap on a belt? You strap a belt on. A bit confused about that one. Anyway, happy to have eventually found out all the connections, although not without some confusion. By the way, next week I'll be off at a conference in California, so probably no videos next week, but I will make a video tomorrow, I think. That'll be my last one before I head off to the conference. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you tomorrow for some Sunday puzzles. See you then.